Do subtracting rational numbers on this video. So on this video it's going to be about subtracting positive numbers. To subtract any rational number, you're going to add its opposite, which means to change the subtraction sign to addition and change the number to be subtracted, the second number, to its opposite. Then follow the rules for addition. With mixed numbers, I would strongly recommend changing the mixed numbers to improper fractions with a common denominator before doing my subtraction. So like I said, we're going to do positive first. So when you subtract a positive, you'll be going to the left on the number line. Your answer should be less than the number you started with. So let's do this first one here. This time we're just using integers. We've got 12 minus 22. I'm going to change the subtraction to addition. This is a positive 22, so it's going to become a negative 22. Now we're going to apply the rules we learned about adding rational numbers. So adding a positive and a negative, I'm going to find the difference between the two. The difference between 22 and 12 is 10. There's more negatives than positives, so it's negative 10. On the number line, we can illustrate this by starting at 12, moving 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 units to the left. We get the same answer, negative 10. Okay, for our decimals, same rule. We're going to change the subtraction to addition. We're going to change this positive 5.4 to a negative 5.4. And we're going to apply our rules for adding positive and negative numbers. So we're going to find the difference between 5.4 and 1.5, which is 3.9. But there's more negatives than positives, so it's negative 3.9. So on our number line, we start at 1.5. And we're going to go 5.4 units. 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, and then we still have the 0.4 to go, which is going to, this is negative 3.5, 3.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 is going to get us right there, negative 3.9. Okay, so let's look at an example with fractions now. Again, don't forget you need a common denominator. So if we have 3/8 and 1/4, this is going to become 1/4 is going to become 2/8. We're going to change our subtraction to addition, our positive number to a negative number. So now we are adding a positive and a negative, and we're going to apply the rules for addition. So we're going to find the difference between these two numbers. And this time, especially in this case, because I have 2/8 and I'm subtracting 3/8 from it, I'm going to change these to improper fractions. 4 times 8 plus 2, negative 34/8. 2 times 8 plus 3 is 19/8. Now we're going to add just the numerators. Negative 34 plus 19 is negative 15, and then keep our denominators. Negative 15/8. When I change this to a mixed number, I get negative 1 and 7/8. Okay, when we look at this on a number line, we're going to start at 2 3/8, which is a little bit less than half. 1 unit is going to get us to 1 3/8. Next unit is going to get us to 3/8. Then the next unit is going to be 3/8 plus 5/8, which will put us right here, a little over half. Another unit will get us to negative 1 5/8, and then we still have 2 more 8s to go. So we've got to come a little bit farther. The number line indicates that we're on the right track here. We're also got to do, we did subtracting positive from a positive. Now we need to do subtracting a positive from a negative. So let's look at these examples here. The number's still going to get smaller. It's just that now we're starting in negative territory. So again, we're going to change subtraction to addition. We're going to change our positive to a negative. And as you recall, when we add two negatives, we just find the total, the sum of those negatives. So if we have negative 12 and we add negative 22, we're going to have a total of 34 negatives. So we're going to start here and just go 22 units to the left. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and that's where we want to be. We want 22 units to the left. Same for our decimals. Change subtraction to addition, change our positive to a negative, and then find the total amount of negatives. So if you start at negative 1.5, negative 1.5, which is going to be about here, then we're going to go 5.4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would get us to negative 6.5, and then we still have 4.4 more units to go, so that would get us to negative 6.9. Then the last one is going to be our fractions here. So our fractions, again, we're going to add a negative. So because we're subtracting a positive, we're going to add a negative. We're going to get common denominators. We're adding two negatives, so we're going to find the total sum. If you want to, you could just add your whole numbers and add your fractions in this case. You get the same answer. I changed them to improper fractions, so 2 times 8 plus 3 is negative 19 eighths. 4 times 8 plus 2 is negative 34 eighths. Negative 19 plus negative 34 is negative 53. Remember, you keep your denominator. Change this to a mixed number. 8 goes into 53 6 times with 5 left over. On the number line, we're going to start at 2 3/8, negative 2 3/8. If this is negative 2 1/2, it'd be about here. And we are going to go to the left, 4 1/4 units. So negative 3 3/8, negative 4 3/8, negative 5 3/8, negative 6 3/8. And then we still have to go 2 eighths more, so that's going to put us at negative 6 5/8. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to subtract a negative.